Last time in episode 1 of our villager houses series, we created a house for the farmer and the surrounding area to go into our village. What is going to be the next one? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to another episode from me, Avomance, in our Villager Houses series. Now, today I am going to be moving on to the second house in this series and placing it down in what will become our village. Yeah, it looks a bit green at the minute, but last time we did the farmer's house and then we surrounded him with farmy type things. This time we are going for the mason, the stonemason, which is the stonecutter tool. So I'm going to be building a house that is more akin to a stonemason's house than this fella in the background. Let's crack on with it. With this being the mason's house, we are primarily looking at stone. Lots of different stone bits and pieces there. A little bit of spruce, a little bit of detail blocks, and obviously we have got our stone cutter. So with this one, I think we aren't going to be using too much wood. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make this slightly different shape on a gap of 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that makes that 9. Let's come across the front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. I think, is that going to be enough? I hope so. Anyway, if it's not, it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there. Yep, I know that's slightly off. It's meant to be 1 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should have that theoretically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that should be in the middle. Right, let me just take this up to the top. Can I see what it is I'm looking at here? Does that look right? I reckon that's all right. I think we're all right. 1, 2, 3. That one's worrying me a little bit. We'll have to see what's going on. Right, so I'm going to work on this bit first. So I'm just going to pop those up like that, and then I'm going to bring these 3, 4, 5, and 6. That should be 6 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is. Make these 6 high as well, and this one, and this one lastly. That's fine, and then I'm going to make these ones 4 high. 4, 4, and 4. Should that be lined up? Yeah, I think so I'm mumbling away to myself because I'm trying to work out exactly what it is I'm trying to do it. I want a very stony looking house, as you can probably see. There is going to be no wood strutting whatsoever around this house. It is all entirely stone because this is a stonemason's house, for goodness sake. What would you expect? It's made out of stone. So let's just build these struts along here as well. That in there like that, that in there like that, that coming across like that, and then this coming across like that. So that means that we've got, it's quite an unusual shaped house, but I think it could work quite well actually. And then we are going to fill up all the way around these walls with cobble. So let me just crack on and get that done. Right, I think we are good there, and then I'm just going to come in on this side. I think this side, yeah. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I do that, and that, that's just going to mark out where my chimney is going to be. I'm happy with that. Okay, so now I'm going to come inside and I'm going to get some spruce planks, and we're going to bang these spruce planks down just on the inside of the larger square. The reason being, the shorter square, because of the size of the walls, we're not going to be able to put a raised floor in there and have windows. It just won't work. It's just not tall enough. So we're going to come along to this bit here. There. Is that going to be? I reckon that's fine. And we're going to go, actually, what I might do, let's get myself just a standard spruce log. I'll worry about that one in a minute. And we'll go there and there, there and there. And I'll take those 3 out and we'll put in that like that. So that's given us our first level. I'm going to take a fence and I'm just going to pop fence there, I'm going to throw it across the floor. I'm going to put pick it up then. There you go, man. A fence there and fence there. Then I'm going to take out this floor and I'm going to replace that with spruce planks as well. I'll be back when I've done that. That looks just about right, I think. So I'm now I want to come inside before I go outside a wee bit here, because I want to just plan out this room here. This bit is going to be the fella's bedroom. That's going to go like that, which means I want to get a separator, and I may do this using spruce trapdoors actually. If I go like that and then come across like that and that should take me to the floor. If I then go 1, 2, 3 and 4, take out those two, that will, if I flat all those up, that gives me some separation, and it also gives me a space here to put in a door, which I think, nope, not that side, it's going to be that side, that's right. So we've got, yeah, a separate room there. I quite like that, the way that works. That works fine. Right, so what we're now going to do is we're going to put in a bit of a roof on this side, or at least a roof trim. And we're going to come all the way around this with spruce slabs, because I want this roof to be relatively flat. This isn't going to be a pitch roof. Stonemasons don't care about pitchy roofs. They just care about the fact that they got a roof. That's all they're bothered by. So I'm going to pop that there like that. We're going to underpin there and there. Well, please work out mathematically. There we go. So that works. Because that's the square, that works. We're going to underpin every other one. Some of that might need to come out afterwards, but at least we're there for the moment. That goes like that. That's there, 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 and there. All right, so that's brilliant. Now we're going to bring this around and do exactly the same thing all the way around this area. And that goes there. Hopefully this works out as well. Yes, it does. Look at that, genius. I meant that to happen like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. There we go. Guys, it's all worked out. Goodness me, it's like I meant it. There we go. So that's perfect. Now we can start to think about how we're going to build this roof on. So I'm not going to complete the roof. I'm just going to bring this level up here around on top of the stone, so as it reminds me to do it properly once we get to that part, because we're not at that bit yet. And we're going to do exactly the same on here, like that. That is superb. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up this area here. Where's my cobble? Did I lose my cobble? Oh, let's use andesite for now. We're just going to bring this up 3. Then I'm going to block it off. Then I'm going to bring these up right through this area here. Not with dirt, for goodness sake. There and there. And then I'm going to come up 1 and 2. And I think what we're also going to be doing is just detailing this off a little with some stone brick. Like that. We're also going to use a bit of cobble. In fact, I might take that one out, cobble that, cobble that. I'm going to get steps there, I think cobble steps there, cobble steps like that, and then we can start to perhaps have upside down cobble steps there. I can get these steps too, that out like that, that out like that, and that out like that. And how's that looking? That is not too bad. What I might put on is a slab. So let me just get perhaps a cobble slab. Let's put a cobble slab on top of that, just to bring that up. So we've got a bit of a chimney there. We'll worry about detailing up that chimney in a moment. And what we're now going to do is we're going to detail up all of these walls just with a bit of andesite and a bit of stone. Not too much. Also, I'm going to use a little bit of mossy cobble around the bottom, because I think this is likely to have that level of detail. We've already put the mossy cobble on those stone bricks there. So I think having a little bit of mossy cobble, which I think I've got there, around a lot of the bottom, and maybe in a couple of them just popping up higher like that. And I think that will give the necessary detail for us to be able to bring that through. I'm just going to do that now and I'll be back in a minute. That looks pretty good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring out this, completely wasting the fact that we put that there, and come out 3 wide with these blocks here. We're then going to get ourselves our stripped spruce like that, and we're going to have that upside down there like that, and 1 extra. We're going to get ourselves spruce stairs, and we're going to have the steps down there. I'm also going to get myself, I think I might go with a stone brick wall here. This guy is a stonemason, he probably knows how to make a stone brick wall, and we're going to pop that all the way along and get a lantern, and we'll put a lantern on that one, and that one to give the necessary detail. We're not going to put it on there just yet because that ain't going to work for us. Then I'm going to get myself there. I think that is going to be the door. We're going to replace that, and we're going to put a door there like that. That's perfect. We're going to punch out that window there, and then we're going to think about where do we want other windows. I quite fancy the idea of some bigger windows on this fella, so we're going to put 2 large windows there. We're going to put, hang on, where is that fireplace? That fireplace is through here, right? Yes, it is. So we're going to pop that like that open. We're going to get an upside down step there, and let's make a cobble upside down step as well, just there. I think that is fab. Let's pop out another window there, make it nice and airy. And then this one, we can have a couple of small windows like that. And then through in the bedroom, 1 window there, I think. Keep that wall, not window, because I've got plans for the other side of it in a minute. Then I'm going to get some grey stained glass, which I've not got yet. I prefer grey stained for these builds. It just makes for a nicer look. And then I'm going to pop grey stained glass pane inside all of these windows, because this is the thing I'm likely to forget by the end if I've not already painted them up. So I'm just going to get those in there like that, and similarly through here, that fella there. I think we've got the semblance of a decent looking house, or at least to start with. I'm then going to grab my mossy cobblestone bricks, and on each of the primary struts, which is there and there, I'm also going to put one there just on that side there. This side here, I think I'm going to get rid of that and pop that there, that and that, that and that, that there and there. I think I've already done it there. And then we get cobblestone, I think, and we're going to pop cobblestone facing in on all of them, just giving it a little bit of extra structure. I need this to look like it's not going to fall over, otherwise it's not going to be much of a mason making something out of stone if his stone house falls over at the first gust of wind. That looks okay. And I'm then going to get a button just to add the first level of detail onto all of these sides here like this, using a wooden button rather than a stone button because it's on stone. If it was wood, we'd be using a stone button, and then we've got one there, which is why we didn't put a lantern there, because I knew I was going to want to put a button there. I think that's going all right. Let's get ourselves some stone brick stairs, and just on that door we've got the stone brick detailing. I'm now going to grab my spruce steps, and we're going to start to put in some detailing around the windows, and put an upside down spruce step on each of these windows like that. I am going to put one here as well because there's enough room. Sometimes when you have entrances that are only too wide, putting a thing there means it's just too small, you can't really quite get into it, but you can with this one. I'm now going to replace this trap door, we don't need the button anymore, and we're going to pop there, 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 and then we're going to come across the top like that. That is one window. This one we're going to do the same, but with this one I think we're going to do it slightly differently. We're going to come across all the way here. I'm then going to place a block there and there, a block there and there. I'm going to get spruce trapdoors like that, and spruce trapdoors like that, so they're open. Sometimes, I don't do this very often, but sometimes it's quite nice to have these shutters physically open. As a result, it just gives just a little bit more of a dimension. Not everything looks quite so flat. Let's keep these ones open like that, and probably going to keep these ones across the top here like this also closed. And then on this window I'm going to have these ones open too, so I'm just going to pop that there, those, get rid of them, and come across. So we've got a number of windows there that is starting to look quite nice. I now want to make a bit of a platform here. And I want to use, let's use mossy stone brick, I think, because it's on the floor. It makes sense that it would be mossy. I'm going to come out. This might be too far, so I may possibly make this smaller and replace some of the grass in a moment. But at the moment, I just want to get a platform here. That is brilliant. And then I'm going to get a campfire, and you probably guessed what it was I was going to do. We're going to pop the campfire there, there, and there. And we're just going to do that all the way across to there. I'm going to get my wall there, wall there. I'm hoping that's worked. Wall there, wall there. Yeah, I think we're all right. And we're going to grab our spruce fence and pop it there and there. And in a little bit, we're going to turn that into a bit of a working area. I think that's going to be perfect. But before we do that, we do need to put these fires out. So, and yes, you can do it with splash water bottle. Yes, you can do that with a shovel, I understand, but there's something just quite dramatic about lobbing water bottles. I like it, so let's do that. I think that looks really fab. That's a really nice little addition to the place. What I'm now going to do is I'm just going to finish off these windows, put some detailing on top of the window sills, and then think about what we're going to do next. All we've added here are just a few bits onto the windowsills: pot, flower, lantern, little bit of bushes around the outside. Not too much actually, just fairly subtle bushing. I might shove another couple of bushes just there like that. And then here we put in 3 chests, a cauldron with some water, and then some various stone items. Yes, I have included granite and bird poo. They are in there as well because they are stone. I can't get away with it. We've also put in some chiseled stone as well. This stonemason is all there, and all he needs now is a stone cutter. That means that he can now be a stonemason. We've got some steps, etc. in there as well. Now what I want to do is I want to finish off the roof, and the first thing I want is the one block I don't got, so let's gut that there. We're going to bring this across like that, and then we're going to complete this roof as a relatively flat roof on this bottom area, coming along this side like that, cross this over, but then this is going to complete all the way across like that. I think it will also do so around there, and then I'm just going to close off the roof, but I'm going to put another level on it like that. I think that's going to work quite well. I'm going to come out this way, just increase the level just the tiniest little bit because I think it needs just the tiddliest bit more of a slope. One more like that. I think that is perfect. I'm then going to, on the top of this, we're going to increase this roof so as it goes into a bit of a pyramid shape, but a very flat pyramid shape. So I'm just going to do that. One roof, you can see it's quite a nice sloping shape. I'm then going to get my campfire. I'm going to pop a campfire on top of that. I'm going to get spruce trapdoors all the way around. You notice very few of these villager buildings that I do are going to have big fat chimneys. I think they're only going to have little ones. But I'm then going to get cobblestone stairs, and I'm going to place cobblestone stairs on top like that. That still lets the smoke through, but it just makes for a nice interesting shape, a very stony shape that you'd have on a stonemason's. I think that's quite nice. Now what I need to do is just a little bit more detail. I need a composter, and I'm going to place a composter there. I'm going to put a bush on the top of it. I'm going to put another composter there and a bush on top of that. That I think is sufficient detail for that little bit. And then just swooping around the outside. Then I think we just have to go inside. We are inside the building. You can see we've got a bit of a sharp edge there. So I'm just going to soften that up with some upside down steps. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab Spruce trapdoor, bring that all the way across there. That works beautifully. Then upside down steps under all the windows like that. One there. Come along, we'll do the same here as well. Not there, there and there. And I'm just going to pop them there too, I think. I think we can afford that in there. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. We're then going to just put in our fire. That is going to go there and there. That works. And then we're going to grab ourselves a little bit of carpeting because this place needs a really good carpet. Now what I'm going to do, I think, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, and then with light carpet, it's a very stony colour, it's grey, so I figured he'd have likely a grey mat in the middle. There we go, so that's like that. In here, this is going to be an internal working area because he won't necessarily want to work all the time when it's cold and wet on the outside. I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to pop a cauldron there, a shelf unit just there. I'm going to fill that cauldron up with water like that. And I did get a tripwire hook. Look at that, that's planning. There we go, and we'll put the tripwire hook there. That's the last one of those I'm going to need. On top of that, we're going to put, where's it gone? There it is. We're going to put another stone cutting tool there. And I'm just going to pop just a few bits of stone around like he's been working on them. So one there, perhaps one there. And I'd like to think he'd have, let's get some chiseled. And a chiseled one just there, so he's kind of strewn his work around the place a little bit. I'm going to put some lighting there, there, and also there. I'm going to get myself a flower pot, and I'm going to put a flower pot there, not as a flower pot, just as a holdy thing. I'm going to put a flower pot on there as a flower pot. We're going to get a flower pot there, there, and there, and I'm also going to put one there. Oh, are they on the wrong place? They're on the wrong place. Let's get rid of those. I'm just going to put them on the right place. Then put the flower pot there and there. I'm going to get a lantern there, there, and there. And I will, oh, I've already done it there. And I'm going to get, I'm hoping that that should be right. Yes, it is. So if I come down 2, come out 4. This is a relatively grand stonemason. He's obviously got a good little business going, this fella. There, 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 and there. That's the lighting covered for the inside, which is cracking. I'm going to pop a composter there and a composter there because I reckon this fella's going to want a little bit of green in his house just to make it look a little bit more interesting. I'm going to get a painting, and I'm going to put a painting not there, there, just over the fire. That's beautiful. I might put a painting over here as well. Can we get a painting there? That's nice. That works really beautifully. Then I'm going to get a crafting table. Put a crafting table in there. And we're going to put some chests across there. An armour stand, which I will fit out with some armour towards the end. Another composter, I think, perhaps there. Little freestanding fella like that. What else haven't we done yet? We're going to pop some shutters across there, one in the middle with a post there to support it. I'm going to put a shutter just on the top there like that. Similarly here, shutters across there, one in the middle and a post to support it. And then the smaller window gets shutters there like that. We're very nearly done, I think. So this is our finished stonemason's house. I'm just going to come in and show you what I did inside just to finish it off. We put stuff onto the windowsills. We created a more interesting looking fireplace by putting 2 furnaces, which are entirely functional. We've got our extra logs there with a campfire that's been extinguished. We've got a little bit going on in the background. He's got somewhere to eat here. I've used a dark oak step. It's the only place in the entire build I've used a dark oak step, same as the farmer's house. Last time it was exactly the same. And he's got his suit of armour inside. Plenty of storage. This guy is good to go, but we've got to get it into the village. We've put our stonemasons building there in right next to the farm. We put in another little field just next to the farm there just to make it extend and connect a bit more. We've popped in a custom tree with a swing, and we've put piles of different types of stone, cobble there and a site there. We've got stone brick And we've even got some chiseled stone because that fella has been working dead hard. Inside, I'm hoping he'll let us in. And there he is. Our stonemason is having a good old mason of the stone. Hello, mate. How's it going? We've also got our farmers that are also in the fields from the previous build that I didn't put in there, which is no good. Look, see the farmers going on. I think I've got about 4 farmers going on there at the moment because every time I tried to make a stonemason, it ran over into the field and coupled itself with a composter. Such is life. Now remember, if you are one of my patrons of Redstone rank or above, you get the schematic for this house and that house and all future houses plus the world download for this area. All you need to do is go to the Discord and you will see all the details that you need for that. If you have enjoyed this video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you enjoyed them and I will keep on making them. Also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.